Shalom, shalom. Before I begin, I want to give honors, praise, and glory. I keep the good sale. Back with another big block session. Also want to give them honor and salute to the men I love with true fall. Shalom, welcome. Yeah, I'm out here again, as prophesied, so like as commanded to prophesy downfall of Babylon the Great, aka America. And if people don't see this place is going on a sharp decline, they seriously need some help, man. You know what I'm saying? I just got a chance before I came out here to look at an article regarding Babylon the Great, aka America, man, and the condition it may be in the near future. You have these economics and these CEO execs, saying that America is headed for another recession, man. Like 20. And the results with that, the results of that was that what the results of that was what companies losing millions of dollars fiat currency, people losing their jobs. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be a lot worse, man. This go around because what? They already passed the bill. What? Maybe a year ago, at the most. What? 2 point some trillion, 1 point some trillion dollars to boost or help the economy from this pandemic. So if it goes into a recession, man, you can see, where this place headed, man. You know what I'm saying? The more money, the more fiat currency they make and pump into society, man, the less of a value it has, man. In all actuality, it never had any value. You know what I'm saying? The true value is what? Gold and silver. So it's just more evidence that Babylon the Great, their corruption, man, that's been on display here for centuries, is being revealed, man. Their skirt is being lifted, man. So yeah, this place is what going on. It's going on a downward spiral. You had these world economics saying that it's headed to another recession, man, next year. So that's right around the corner. We're already almost midway into this year. So Babylon the Great, aka America, man, is what is going to be destroyed, man. And we're in what they call the birth pain of this place actually collapsing, and actually the birth pains of this place collapsing, and the arrival of our Lord and Savior, man, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man, which is most of you ignorantly called Jesus Christ. So let's open up with a precept. One second. Let's start with the book of Jeremiah 51 and 52. Wherefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will do judgment upon her graven image, and through all her land the wounded shall roam. Though Babylon should mount up to heaven, and though she should fortify the height of her strength, yet from me shall spoilers come unto her, saith the Lord. So these spoilers is talking about these other nations, man. One is Russia, man. And there's talks of now of, Jim Crow Joe making a statement regarding the conflict between China and Taiwan. And if China attempts to invade Taiwan, that Joe Biden will pick up arms in defense of Taiwan. So that's their wars of rumors of wars. So let me repeat that again. This is the book of Jeremiah 51 and 53. Though Babylon should mount up to heaven, and though she should fortify the height of her strength, yet from me shall spoilers come unto her, saith the Lord. So these spoilers come from what? These spoilers are sent by Yahweh Shah, man. These other nations are sent to what? Invade the United States, man. I'm talking about on a war scale, man. Those that version of Babylon, that invasion is gonna come by way of these nuclear missiles, man. And that's gonna lead to the ultimate destruction of Babylon the Great, aka America, man. Continuing on, the sound of a cry coming from Babylon and great destruction from the land of the Chaldees. So these people are gonna be lamenting, man. They're gonna be howling. So this place is gonna pass away, never to rise again. That's the legacy of Esau Edom, the self-proclaimed white man, man. So this is his current rulership. This is his current demonic rulership. That's why everything is off balance, man. Because you got the wicked in rulership, man. When the righteous bear rule, the people rejoice. But when the righteous rule, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourneth, man. And the place is in a state of mourning. And there's signs of what? The signs is these pestilence, for example. They got now they got this pestilence called, I call it chicken pox on steroids, that is pretty much plaguing Babylon the Great, aka America. They said it already has cases in seven states in Babylon the Great, man. And one of the states that I'm in, which is Virginia, have cases of these chicken pox on steroids. That's another plague, man. And also this so-called variant, that's another plague. The food shortages, that's another plague. So this place is being plagued by Yahweh Shem Shah, man, because these are the birth pains from what? The arrival or a rival, say like that, a rival of our Lord and Savior, Yahweh Shem Shah, man. And that conflict between Russia and the Ukraine, also the conflict between Taiwan and China, that's going to involve all these other different nations that are at, pretty much that have these treaties or these, trade agreements with. They're gonna be forced to get involved, man. And that's gonna lead to that what? Armageddon, man. That third woe. So repeat that again. This is the book of Jeremiah 51 and 53. Though Babylon should mount up to heaven, and though she should fortify the height of her strength, yet from me shall spoilers come unto her, saith the Lord. A sound of a cry coming from Babylon, the great, Salaki. and great destruction from the land of the Chaldees, because the Lord has spoiled Babylon and destroyed out of her the great voice, when her waves do roar like great waters, a noise of their voice is uttered, because the spoilers is come upon her, even upon Babylon, and her mighty men are taken. Every one of her bows is broken. So these mighty men is talking about the United States military forces, man, Air Force, Marine, Army, space, etc., man. All these the defense mechanisms, so like the defense mechanisms that Babylon the Great has is going to be destroyed, man. Repeat that again. Because the spoilers is come upon her, even upon Babylon, and her mighty men are taken, every one of their bows is broken. So these mighty men, which is the military and all the arms that Babylon the Great has in defense, is going to be broken, man. Like right now, there's already information out there regarding, the nuclear defense mechanism of the United States is very poor, man. They went through a simulation where they tried to, you know, attempt to deflect or shoot down a nuclear missile. They had to slow the simulation almost all the way down, man, to hit one missile. So this evidence is already out there, man. So Babylon the Great really has no real defense of this evasion, man. And the evasion is by way of the nuclear missiles, man. It's Jeremiah 51 and 56. Because the spoilers is come upon her, even upon Babylon, her mighty men are taken, every one of their bows is broken, for the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, the power of recompense shall surely requite, and I will make drunk her princes and her wise men, or and her wise men, her captains, and her rulers, and her mighty men, and they shall sleep a perpetual sleep, and not wake, saith the King, whose name is the Lord, Yahweh Hashem of hosts. So these people that sleep, man, never to awake means what? This place is going to be destroyed, never to rise again. That's what that sleep is, man. It's going to be, that sleep means the destruction, man. The defeat of Esau Edom, the self-proclaimed white man's nation, man. His rulership. That's why he's all over the world dictating to every other nation what they can and can't do. And if they don't, and if they're not in the likings of Esau Edom, the self-proclaimed white man, there's going to be penalties to be made, man. That's why a lot of these other nations rulers, like for one, Saddam Hussein, Gaddafi, Omar Gaddafi, and all these various other leaders around the world, they what? They did things that Esau Edom did not agree with, man. So they had to be taken out the way, man. So this is the nature of the beast, man. And this is how Esau Edom operates, man. He want to be on top. He's not satisfied even with blood, man. And this man is evident. This man has been shedding blood. He's been shedding blood throughout the planet Earth, man. And more proof of that is when the United States come into existence around 17. I forgot the year, but 220 what? The 229 or 226 years, somewhere around there, years that the United States, when were established, 93% of that time, man, there was at war, man. So that was like it's like 200 and what? I don't know, 15 years or something. I don't know. I can't recall the exact number right now. But the United States been at war, man, between 92 to 93% of the time, man. So Esau Edom, the self-proclaimed white man, is that sword came to what? Destroy or take peace from the earth, man. That's what he's been doing. He's been killing people throughout the world, man. Robbing, stealing, and killing, man. That's his MO. But he wanna paint himself as what? Some upstanding, law-abiding citizen, man. How these people here in Babylon the Great, I'm talking about these Edomites, how they obtain their position or where they're at today is through the oppression of Israel, man. So they came over here, North America, which is, we know, the Native Americans are Gad, which is one of the 12 tribes of Israel. They came over here and pillaged and killed and steal and destroyed Gad to the point that what? Almost them being wiped out, man. Then they came and brought Judah, Benjamin, and Levi from the western interiors of Africa on the Atlantic slave trade, man. And everybody, you should know already the atrocities that they did, the so-called African Americans, Negroes, Blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, man. You should be fully aware of the atrocities that Esau Edom done, man. So because of that, your rulership, because what? Ill dealers, your ruler, one rulership is translated to another, man. Hold on, let me continue on before I get that. Let me get that. Can't find a precept right now, but because of their treacherous acts and ill dealings, one rulership and one kingdom is translated to another, man. That's why this place is going to be destroyed, man. Because Esau Edom is a self-proclaimed white man. And what? Rob, steal, and kill, man. He's that sword that was that great sword that was unloosed on the earth to take peace from it, man. Just like Isaac, what blessed Esau with what? The sword, man. By that sword thou shalt live, man. By the sword thou shalt live, man. That's only how this this man is able to sustain his rulership is by bloodshed, man. It's evident. It's evident of that, man. That's only how he's able to sustain life. It's by what? Killing, man. That was his blessing. Repeat that again. This book of Jeremiah 51 and 57. And I will make drunk her prince, her princes, and her wise men, her captain, and her rulers, and her mighty men, and they shall sleep a perpetual sleep and not wake. Saith the king, whose name is Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai of hosts. So thus saith the Lord that this is going to happen to Babylon the Great, aka America, man. Let's go into how Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai feels about this wicked kingdom, man. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 7, verse 11. The Most High judgeth the righteous, and the Most High is angry with the wicked every day. So the Most High is angry with this wicked nation every day, man. And the Most High's judgment is what? Righteous one, man. Is a righteous judgment. So when this place is taken out of the way, it's going to be by a righteous decree, man. Because all the wickedness, all the atrocities, all the iniquities that's been going on here in Babylon the Great, aka America, you know, it reaches the heavens, man. Everything is for a time and for a season. We're in the season of Esau, and it's time for this place to be destroyed, man. It had its run. So like it had its run. That's why everything is at its peak. Nothing pretty much is authentic anymore, man. Even when it comes to this movie, even when it comes to these movies, man, everything is at its peak. It's already done. That's why you see a lot of remakes. Like right now, they got this Tom Cruise remake. I think Top Gun. They remaking that. All these other movies and these things right now, it reached Babylon the Great, aka America, is reached its peak, man. So everything is there's nothing original anymore, man. There's nothing new, to say the least. Tell you what, it's the book of Psalm 7, verse 11. The Most High judgeth the righteous, and the Most High is angry with the wicked every day. If he turn not, he will want. Let me read that again. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 7, verse 12. If he turn not, he will whet his sword. He had bent his bow and made it ready. So that means these nuclear missiles, man, they were made for a reason. He's bending that bow, man. to launch those arrows, man. There's going to be what? Shot from all corners of the earth to hit his target, which his target is what? Babylon the Great, aka America. He had also prepared for him the instructions of death. So Yahweh Shem Yahushua prepared the instructions of death to Babylon the Great, aka America, man. He ordained his arrows against the persecuted. So that's why this place is going to be destroyed, man. Yahweh Shem Yahushua ordained this, man. And this shall come to pass, man. Behold, behold, he travaileth with iniquity, and had conceived mischief and brought forth falsehood. So this is what this devil has done, man. He conceived mischief, man. Mischief. He brought forth falsehood. That's why you see a lot of these statues being brought down. Christopher Columbus, which his real name is Cristobal Colon. All that stuff is falsehood. He's telling, when you go to these public school systems, he's teaching the Israelites and his children, which are the Edomites, falsehoods, man. That everything was pretty much created by him, which is a lie, man. You got all these inventions that was made by the so-called blacks, the so-called Negroes, which is the tribe of Judah, that Esau Edom is taking account for, man. He stole, that's falsehood, man. He stole those things, man, those ideas, those are inventions. The land, those are falsehoods, man. Calling himself self-proclaimed white man, that's a falsehood, man. That's a social construct that was made up here in Virginia, man, around the 1700s, man. A social construct, man. So that's the falsehood that he's bringing, man. And he's going to be judged for that, man. He made a pit and dig it and is falling into the ditch which he made. So that man is right. He's making these nuclear missiles, which is on destruction, man. The ideology of the inventions of the nuclear missile, you know, back in what, World War II, there was only 2 countries that had the technology of a weapon like that, which at that time was called the atomic bomb. So Germany, along with the United States, were the only 2 countries that had knowledge or the capability of the atomic bomb. Now they're at a whole new level, man. You got all these different nations that has the capability of what? The nuclear bomb. And that was made by the Germans, the Nazi Germans, which the United States, after World War II, gave a lot of them safe haven. They was part of NASA. You can read upon this. It was part of NASA. There was part of different, which they say they're scientists that helped them construct this nuclear capability, man. And it was made for their own destruction, man. Let's speak that again. That's the book of Psalm 7 and 15. He made a pit and dig it. So if you go to these, if you look up these silo missiles, that's what they're called, man. They're called pits. So he made a pit and dig it, man. And it's falling into the ditch which he made. So he's gonna fall, man, by way of his own inventions, man, his own craftiness, man, which is those nuclear missiles. It's gonna lead to his own destruction. His mischief shall return upon his own head, and his violent dealing shall come down upon his own pate. So his mischief, man, his violent dealings should come upon his own head, man. So that's going to go full circle, man. The ill dealings, the treacherous acts, the falsehoods, the atrocities, the iniquities that this man have done, the perpetual hatred that he had for Israel, that's going to be his recompense, man, by way of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. I will praise the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, according to his righteous, so like, I will praise the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, according to his righteousness, and will sing praises to the name of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, Most High, man. So that's what we like it. Singing praises to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, the righteous, man. For what? His plan for Esau Edom's destruction, man. And what? The bringing in, the ushering in of the righteous kingdom, which is heaven. It's going to be here on earth, man. It's not going to be a heaven out of your realm like plantation Christianity teach, man. That only how you're going to see heaven is when you die. And if you under good graces of what they call God, you will be sent to heaven, man. Now that's a lie that plantation Christianity told, man. Heaven is going to be here on earth, man. Like, one second, one second. Get this, let's go to the book of Daniel, chapter 7, verse 10. It's the book of Daniel, chapter 7, verse 10. A fiery stream issued and came forth from before him. Thousands, thousand ministered unto him, and 10,000 times 10,000 stood before him. The judgment was set, and the books were opened. I beheld then, Salakia, because of the voice of the great words which the horn spake. I beheld even till the beast was slain, and his body destroyed, and even and given to the burning flame. So that beast is what? This global economic system that Esau Edom runs, man. That's that beast, man, that we're currently in, man. Ran by what? Which is a conglomerate of the UN, man, which is actually ran by Esau Edom. And actually, the UN, there's laws out there. The UN is actually New York State, man, the state of New York. That's where the UN is actually located, man, in the state of New York, man. It's not in another country, man. It's right here in Babylon the Great. This is where they do they dealers at, man. They ill dealers here. This is their capital, man, Mount Seir. So this is their headquarters, man. So the UN, there's law out there. Probably next time I may do another session, I'll bring out that law of fact, man. There's law that states that the United Nations is actually in New York, man, the state of New York. Read that again. This is the book of Daniel, chapter 7, verse 11. I beheld then, because of the voice of the great words which the horn spake, I beheld even till the beast was slain and his body destroyed and given to the burning flame. So that's talking about those nuclear missiles, man. That's that burning flame. As concerning the rest of the beasts, they had their dominion taken away, yet their lives were prolonged for a season and time. I saw in the night vision, and behold, one like the Son of Man come with the clouds of heaven, and came to the Ancient of Days, and they brought him near before him, and there was given him dominion and glory and a kingdom, that all people, nations, and languages shall serve him. His dominion is an everlasting dominion which shall not pass away, and his kingdom that which shall not be destroyed. So that perpetual kingdom, man, that righteous kingdom is one that's going to be established here on earth. It's not going to go away. It's not going to be destroyed. We continue. The book of Daniel 7, verse 15. I, Daniel, was grieved in my spirit, and in the midst of my body, and the vision of my head troubled me. I came near unto one of them that stood by, and asked him the truth of all this. So he stood, so he told me and made me know the interpretation of the things. These great beasts, which are four kings, which shall arise out of the earth. So that's that rulership, man. Those four kings are what? Kings that rose from the earth, man. Meaning kingdoms, rulers, nations. But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever and ever and ever, man. So that dominion that the saints of what? The 144,000 chosen elect men, those are the saints, man. That is going to what? Take the kingdom from the beast, man. And that perpetual kingdom that is going to be established is going to be one here on earth, man. So this precept pretty much destroyed this plantation Christianity doctrine of a heavenly kingdomship out of your realm or out of your reach only by way of death. If you're in the good graces of the Lord, that you may see it or obtain it. That destroys this plantation Christianity false doctrine, man. Repeat that again. This is the book of Daniel, chapter 7, verse 17. I'm gonna start at 17. great beasts, which are four kings, which shall arise out of the earth, but the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever and ever, forever and ever, man. So that rules out that plantation Christianity doctrine of you're dying and going to heaven, man. The kingdom of Yahweh Shemi Yahushua is going to be here on earth, man, which is going to be ran by Yahushua, man. The earth is Yahushua's footstool, man. And let me continue on. Is the book of Daniel, chapter 7, verse 20. And of the 10 horns that were in his head, and of the other which came up, and before whom 3 fell, even of that horn that had eyes and a mouth that spake very great things, whose looks were more stole, so like whose looks were more stout, on the screen, so like, than his fellows. I beheld, and the same horn made war with the saints and prevailed against them until the Ancient of Days came, and judgment was given to the saints of the Most High, and the time came that the saints possessed the kingdom. Thus he said, the fourth beast shall be the fourth kingdom upon earth, which shall be diverse from all kingdoms, and shall devour the whole earth. That's why Esau Edom is able to what? That's that fourth king, man. He said he's going to devour the whole earth. That's why he's able to go around the whole earth and have his influence felt by the entire earth, man. You can go to different parts of the world and you can see even to the remote parts, man. If they have any type of habitation, Esau Edom footprint is there, man. He has some type of influence of the nations, man. That's that beast going throughout the world and devouring the world, man. And if he doesn't you know, do it on a scale of mutuality, if that's a word, or be on a mutual level, we'll put it like that. His influence is driven by force, man. By these what? Decrees is one of them. His military is another. Repeat that again. The book of Daniel 7 and 23. Thus he said, the fourth beast shall be the fourth kingdom upon the earth, which shall be diverse from all kingdoms, and shall devour the whole earth, and shall tread it down and break it in pieces. And the 10th horn out of his kingdom are 10 kings that shall arise, and others shall rise after them, and he shall be diverse from the first, and he shall subdue 3 kings, and he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints, so like wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change the time and laws, and they shall be given unto his hand until a time and times and the dividing of times. So we're in that time that this beast is given rulership. The earth is given to the hands of the wicked. Let me get that precept. Job 9 and 24. That should be an easy precept to find. But it's the book of Job, verse 9 and 24. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? He said, where and who, like, where and who is he? So we already know who the wicked, pursuant to Malachi 1 and 4, man. Let's get let's go back to Daniel 7 and 25. And he shall speak great, like he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and take, like, and think to change times and laws, and they shall be given unto his hand. That's that given unto the hand, man. The wicked, man. The wicked was given. The earth was given into the hands of the wicked, man. Pursuant to Job 9 and 24, man. So this precept in Daniel 7 and 25 pretty much backs that up, man. Support that. And they shall be given into his hands until a time and a times and the dividing of time. But the judgment shall set, like it. But the judgment shall sit, and they shall take away his dominion to consume and to destroy it unto the end, and the kingdom and dominion and the greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High, whose kingdom is an everlasting kingdom, and all dominion shall serve and obey him. Hitherto is the end of the matter. As for me, Daniel, my cogitationist, like cogitationist shall trouble me, and my countenance change in me, but I kept the matter in my heart. So that's that vision, which is a future prophecy that the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, gave to his servant, his prophet Daniel, man, of what? These end times, man. As it says right here in Daniel 7 and 26. But the judgment shall seek, and they shall take away his dominion to consume and to destroy it unto the end. And who is that end, man? The end of Esau Edom, man. Let me get that. Esau is the end of the world, man. Esau is the end of the world. Jacob is the beginning of it that followed. That's in the book of second Ezra 6 and 9. Yeah, this is the book of second Ezra, chapter 6, verse 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follows. So that end that Daniel saw, that beast, was what? Was Esau Edom's rulership, man, coming to an end. The current rulership that we're in, man, the self-proclaimed white man. So this wicked rulership is on its way out. It is evident by what? These pestilence that Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is unleashing upon this place, man, these plagues. You know, this variant being one, You got another variant, this chickenpox on steroids they call monkeypox. They got the other plague of what? They got a future. They're predicting blackout outages, man. Blackout this summer, man. That's another plague. Like Yahweh Shemi Awashai plague Egypt. Well, this is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt. Like Yahweh Shemi Awashai plague ancient ancient Egypt, which is actually called Mizraim. Egypt simply means land or house of bondage, man. That's what Egypt means. And this is the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans house of bondage, man. You're still currently in your captivity, being ran, Salaki, being ran by your oppressors. Repeat that again. This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 6, verse 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follows. So Jacob is what? Is Israel, man. That righteous kingdom that's going to come into a place after this place of wickedness is passed away, man. It's going to be set up by Yahweh Shemi Awashai and his saints, man. It's 144,000, man. Chosen elect men. The Yahweh Shemi Awashai is working through men. You got this bugged out Jake woman. You know, she come up with this for a lot. Her name was I think her name is called Miriam Elohim. You know, you can catch her on YouTube, but she got this bugged out doctrine, man, that's trying to say that she professed that the Most High is working through women. Man, the Most High is working through men. All his prophets were men. The kings of Israel were men. King David, King Solomon, they were men. There were no female rulers in Israel, man. They all were men. So Yahweh Shemi Awashai is working through men. Not to say that the women are not used, because you do have women that see vision that were through Yahweh Shemi Awashai, but Yahweh Shemi Awashai is working directly through men. Let's prove that. Let's see. Like 1 second. Go to Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Okay, this is the book of Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High and keeping his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. So that's the duty of men. That's a good precept, but that's not the one I was looking for. But the how about Shem Yahushai is working through men. His congregation was set up by way of men. But you got this bugged out Jake woman, will be polite, by the name of Marian Elohim, if I can remember her page name correctly. You know, saying that the Most High is dealing through women, man, and that Jacob and Esau are not nations. That Jacob is the light, the soul, and Esau represents the clay, the reddish clay, which is a bugged out doctrine that she's leading our people astray with, man. Suffer not a woman to teach, man. That's in the book, man. A woman should not teach, man. It's forbidden for a woman to teach, man. Not amongst the congregation, and definitely not to teach a man. Not to say a woman can teach. She could teach other women and children, but she cannot teach men, nor being a representation of the congregation. That's why you see a lot of these plantation Christianity churches going on by them having preachers and deacons and things of that nature that are holding office, so like that women hold the office of, man. Suffer not a woman to teach, man. A woman should not be one of your head figures in teaching your congregation, man. That's why a lot of these plantation Christianity churches, man, they going way off, man. Their doctrine is way off, man. All they're about is what? Money, man. Their 501c3 charter, man. They're selling you a religion. They're not teaching you the truth of the matter. They're not teaching you the truth of the statutes of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. The law, statutes, and commandments, man. That's a commandment, man. Suffer not a woman to teach, man. Not in the congregation. So let's go to the book of Zechariah 14 and 12. This is the book of Zechariah, chapter 14, verse 12. This is concerning the nuclear destruction, man. And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. So ask yourself this question: what has the power to do such a thing? To do such a thing, man? Nothing than that thermonuclear missile, man. Just like the elders point out, man. I think it's in Terminator 2 when that character Sarah Connor saw that nuclear missile hit and destruct, and then saw that bright light. She was holding to a fence until that wave of destruction got next to her, or got near, that all her flesh consumed away of her bone, and nothing but a skeleton remained. That's what this their future prophecy is going into in the book of Zechariah 14 and 12, man. This is what this prophecy is going into, man. That nuclear destruction, man, which is that wall or that wave of fire, man, that lake of fire, like that's talking about in the book of Revelations, man. It's the book of Zechariah 14 and 12. And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. So, like I just stated, ask yourself that question: what has the amount of force to make such a feat come to pass, man? Nothing other than those nuclear ICBM missiles, man. When they hit Babylon the Great, aka America, man, this place is going to be destroyed. Let's go to let's see how much time we have. Go to the book of Revelation 16, start at verse 13. It's the book of Revelations, chapter 16, starting at 13. And I saw 3 unclean spirits like frogs come out of the mouth of the dragon, and out of the mouth of the beast, and out of the mouth of the false prophet, for they are the spirits of devils working miracles, which go forth unto the kings of the earth and of the whole world, to gather them to the battle of that great day of the Most High Almighty. So that's that brewing up, man, of that third woe, man, Armageddon. That's why you hear talks like I mentioned earlier in my presentation that Jim Crow Joe has stated that there was a question asked that if China invades Taiwan, what is his stance on that? To say the least. He said that he's going to, pick up arms and defend Taiwan if there was an occurrence of an invasion of China. So that's that third woe, man. Plus the conflict with Russia. So these are these nations, man. That Cold War. These are these nations, that Cold War brewing up, man. It's heating up, man. That conflict. We continue on. Revelation 16 and 15. Behold, I come as a thief. Blessed is he that watcheth. Who is that thief, man? That's Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. And keepeth his garment, lest he walk naked, and they see his shame. And he gathereth them together into a place called in the Hebrew tongue Armageddon. So that's that third woe, man, that's going to take place, man. With all these nations, fighting against each other. That's that third woe. And in the midst of that, Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to reveal himself, man, to all nations, man. And then these people, these nations that were fighting in this third woe, they're going to, Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to put the spirit upon them. They're going to stop fighting each other. Then they're going to go against the Most High, man. He's going to put that spirit on them to try to fight against the Most High, man. And he gathered them, like it, book of Revelation 16 and 16. And he gathered them together into a place called in the Hebrew tongue Armageddon. And the seventh angel poured out his veil unto the arm. Like, read that again. It's the book of Revelation 16 and 17. And the seventh angel poured out his veil unto the eyrie. I don't know why I say arms. Like, and there came a great voice out of the temple of heaven from the throne saying, it is done. So that means, man, this place is going to be destroyed, man. This place is going to, that's where those nuclear missiles is going to actually hit. That's when his elect is going to be gathered, man, through all four winds of the earth, man. Meaning his scattered elect is going to be, that great deliverance, man. Continue on. And there was a voice, this is the book of Revelation 16 and 18. Like, and there was a voice and thunder and lightning, and there was a great earthquake, such as was not seen men, like such as was not since men, like were upon the earth, so mighty an earthquake and so great, and the great city was divided into three parts, and the cities of the nation fell, and great Babylon came in the remembrance before the Most High to give unto her the cup of the wine of the fierceness of his wrath, and every land fled, and the mountains were not found, and there fell upon men a great hail out of heaven, every stone upon the weight of a talent, and men blasphemed the Most High because the plague of the hail and the plague thereof was exceeding great. So that plague, that hell, man, is talking about those nuclear missiles, man. They're blaspheming the Most High, because they were preying upon the Most High. That why this destruction came upon them, man. But they're calling on Cesare Borgia or these other false idols. They're not calling on the true names of the Most High, man. And namely, they're not written in the book of life. And second of all, let's talk about the 2/3. And second of all, they're not um, they're not of the house of Israel, man. So on this side, the only ones that's going to be delivered, man, and be granted salvation through the grace and mercy of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai is his elect, man. The 144,000 and 1/3, man. So this place is on a sharp decline. It's going to be destroyed. There's going to be sedition among men. But before that comes, we're in the what? In the beginnings of the sedition among men. That great famine. Like, let's get that. We go to the book of Ezra 4 and 19. And I commanded, and search have been made, and it was found that this city of old time have made insurrection against kings, and that rebellion and sedition have been made therein. So that it's like times before, man. Old times, there's nothing new in the sun. There's gonna those events being one, the famine is gonna come back again, man. But it's gonna come back in a major way, man. It's gonna what you want to say, the word I'm looking for is gonna be greater, because this is Babylon the Great than it was in prior times or in past times, man. So these great insurrections, these sedition among men, this great famine, these great pestilence that Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to release here on Babylon the Great and throughout the world, it's going to be a time like no other, man. Especially Jacob trouble, man. It's going to be a time like no other, and we're approaching these times, man. Like, Luke 12 and 51, because of this edition is going to what? It's all the works and plans of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. Like, This is the book of Matthew, chapter 10, verse 34. Think not that I come to send peace on earth. I come not to send peace, but a sword. That's the division that's coming about. You know, like I mentioned the last time I was out here. Statistically, they're saying that we're more divided now than in the 1950s, man. So that's going to lead to what? That division, especially with these laws that they're trying to overrule, and put more stipulations. These gun law activists, that these they're fighting over, more gun law control. So these are people that are, you got one that are pro-gun, you got the other one that are anti, because of these so-called mass shootings, things of that nature. So these are the seditions, man. These are the divisions, that's taking place here, man. It's going to lead to a civil unrest by way of the scarcity of the necessities in Babylon the Great. That's why right now they're predicting, Salaki, a recession due to what they call a future stagflation, man, where they're not going to produce, or the production of necessities are going to be stagnant, man. And that's going to lead to what? Inflation. That's going to eventually lead to a hyperinflation that's going to bring the way of famine, man. That's going to lead to what? Civil unrest, Jacob's trouble, and that's going to lead to what? The famine of the word also, man. So you ain't going to see men of Yahweh Shem Yahushua on the highways and byways when all hell breaks loose, man. So it's high time that you wake up, man, and get this word where it's readily available, man. And they're having it more, they're trying to restrict it more by way of the internet, man. Especially platforms like YouTube, man. They're trying to take down brothers' videos and channels. This is making outlandish accusations to take brothers' videos down, man. And then eventually they end up putting the brothers' videos, they take it down, then they end up putting the brothers' videos back up because they was at fault, but they was wrong for taking it down from the beginning. So this is Esau Edom, man. That's another method of that famine of the word, man. Where they're trying to take this true gospel that was reaching all four corners of the earth. They're trying to take this down, man. That's what the devil does, man. The devil despises the truth, man. But yet, this guy, I don't know if it's a psyop or how true it is, but they had made it known through their media that this guy, this 19-year-old, if I ain't mistaken, that did that mass shooting in Texas, Uvalde, Texas, that he made a statement on social media that what his intentions were. His intentions were to what? Kill his mother, grandmother, or something, and shoot up the school. So he made that statement on social media. But you got brothers making videos, and a few minutes from them taking it, setting up their video, it's been taken down because they're monitoring. So you couldn't have somebody respond to that statement, because they're monitoring everything now due to the algorithms, if I'm saying it right. So somebody put on the social media platform that their intentions were to commit murder, but you couldn't catch that. But you were able to catch brothers' videos that's out here preaching the true gospel. You were able to catch that within minutes and take their video down, man. And I think they said that was at least 45 minutes to an hour before he actually killed his mother, whoever it was. I can't recall who it was, but whoever his guardian was it being that it was his grandmother or mother? And I think they said that was roughly 45. Him posting that on social media was roughly 45 minutes to an hour before he made good on his promise, man. But you couldn't catch that. And you couldn't catch that. So you couldn't catch that. Somebody stating that they're going to commit murder on a social platform. You couldn't catch that. Roughly 45 minutes to an hour before he actually went through with that act. You couldn't catch that. But you were able to take down brothers' video that's out here preaching the gospel on the highways and byways. Within minutes, you would take their videos down. So you monitoring that, but you ain't monitoring somebody that's threatening to commit murder. You ain't got nothing to say about that. So that's that devil, man. That's the devil in his true nature, man. His true essence, man. That's just truth, man. The devil don't like the truth, man. Let's go another precept that support that in the book of Jeremiah 14:13. Then said your power, behold, the prophets say unto you, the prophets say unto them, ye shall not see the sword, nor shall ye have famine, but I will give you assured peace in this place. Then the Lord said unto me, the prophets prophesy a lie in my name, and I sent them not, neither have I commanded them, neither spake unto them. They prophesy unto you a false vision and divination, and a thing of naught, and the deceit of their heart. Therefore, thus saith the Lord concerning the prophets that prophesy in my name, I will send them, and I sent them not, yet they say sword and famine shall not be in this land. By sword and famine shall those prophets be consumed. So the true men of Yahweh is giving you warning that what? A sword and famine is coming to this land, man. So these false prophets that are saying that everything's going to be all right, that's that Bible, that plantation Christianity, man. Everything's going to be all right. You know, trust in Cedric Bozier, fake white man Jesus. They're prophesying to you lies, man. Yahweh Shem Yahushua did not send them, man. There's going to be lamentation and woe, man. Here that's going to take place in Babylon the Great, man. There's going to be sedition among men. There's going to be a civil unrest. That's that sword that's coming, man. There's going to be a great famine here. That's why a lot of the necessities now, gas prices, energy prices, food prices, they're higher than they was since, I think they said, I can't recall how long ago, but it's been higher than it was in the past history, man. I can't think of the year right now, but it's higher than it was than previously. And I'm gonna just say the last Great Recession since 2008. I'm gonna say it like that. It's probably been later than that. But the increase of goods by way of inflation are more since the last recession, man. 2008, man. And it's gonna increase more and more to the point that what? There's not gonna be any more necessity that's gonna bring way of what this famine, man. That's why you got matter of fact, there was this Edomite, he calls himself a doomsday prepper or a prepper. They said the world food supply is roughly 90 days, man. So they say on a global scale, the world has a 90-day food supply. So in 90 days, the food is going to come to a scarcity, man. So this is coming from, this it's an Edomite, and I can't think of his platform right now, but I seen his channel, and he has reliable sources based on the information that he was bringing out, man. He viewed his sources, man. He showed you the sources, like the articles, the news articles, where he's getting his information from. It actually states that the world, the global food chain, has a 90-day window, man, before you start to see a real food insecurity, man. There's going to be a food shortage, man. Even though there's also food shortage going on now, but it's going to lead to what? A food scarcity, man. A 90-day window, man. And I saw that if it wasn't last week, it was the week before that, man. So roughly from now until 90 days from now, you're going to have a food scarcity, man. So these things that the men of Yahweh Shem Yahushua prophesied, man, start with the elders for decades, man. They've been prophesying this. They've been called all types of heinous things, man. Fear mongers, false prophets, prophets of doom. They be all these slanderous remarks. There's another one that's out there. I can't think of the word right now, man. It's kind of insane, but what's that word they like to define the prophets, man? Man, I can't even think of it right now. Most of y'all know what I'm talking about, but it's gonna be like obvious without mentioning it. If you ain't already know now, man, I can't even think of it right now, man. But they slander the prophets, man. But now they seeing all this stuff coming to pass, man. Starting with the elders, man. They've been prophesied that this is gonna happen, man, for over 30 years, man. They've been prophesied the plague that's coming here to Babylon the Great, aka America, man. They've been pleading with Israel to what? Repent, man. But mainly the prophets, the true prophets of Yahweh Shem Yahushua is reaching out to the elect, man. Because that's the only ones that's going to get it on this side, man. And the 1/3, man. They've been called man, I just had it, then it went away. Let's see, they've been called conspiracy theories. That's it, that's the word. I couldn't even think of it. But yeah, they've been called conspiracy theories. But you see a lot of these things they call conspiracies are actually happening now, man. They're coming to pass, man. Started with that MOB, man, which is that chip that everybody is going to be faced with, man. Great and small, rich and poor, free or bond. That's going to be on a global scale. They're going to be faced with that decision, man. They're calling the prophets conspiracy theorists, man. That's slanderous, man. But you want to see that the prophets, start with the elders on down, been warning you about what's to come, man. Then you're going to know that a prophet has been among you, man. So let me repeat that again. In the book of Jeremiah 14, we'll start at 14, verse Jeremiah 14, started at 14. Then the Lord said unto me, the prophets prophesy lies in my name. I sent them not, neither have I commanded them, neither spake unto them. They prophesy unto you a false vision and divination, and a thing of naught, and the deceit of their heart. Therefore, thus saith the Lord concerning the prophets that prophesy in my name, and I sent them not, yet they say, sword and famine shall not be in this land. By sword and famine shall those prophets be consumed. That's what's going to happen to these naysayers, man, that go against the true doctrine of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah, man. They're going to be consumed, man, by sword and famine. Because you got these plantation Christianity. There's lesser now, but just a year ago, I'm gonna say a year and a half. I'm gonna stretch it to a year and a half. They were coming up against the prophets, man. But all these spectators, man, they're playing the background now. You don't see a lot of people. You don't see a lot of scoffers now, man. So they see a lot of these things that the elders on down been prophesying is coming to pass, man. So you don't see a lot of scoffers now. Because what? The things that's been prophesied is coming to light now, man. In this land of darkness, man. We're that light in the land of darkness, man. Even the light is as darkness. That's the land that we're in, man. That Job prophesied about, man. The light and even the light being as darkness, meaning what? That contributes to what? Their university, their information. Because it's darkness, man, because they're giving you or feeding you lies, man. But we're feeding you true gospel, man. It's the book of Job 10, verse 21. Before I go whence I shall not return, even to the land of darkness and the shadow of death. So this is the land of darkness, man. Even the light is as darkness. This is the shadow of death. Meaning what, man? You can die by numerous things nowadays, man. That's that shadow of darkness, man. That's why, like I keep bringing out, and I brought out before, they had a TV show called 1,000 Ways to Die, man. So in the land of darkness, man, the shadow of darkness, man, There's multiple ways to die, man. In iniquity, there wasn't that many ways to die in comparison to what it is now, man. That's why death is at an all-time high, man. Back in iniquity, in the ancient world, you could not die by a car crash, man. Airplane crash, man. A straight bullet. You could die by a lot of these pestilence that's going on here today in Babylon the Great, man. That's the name of few. So the death rate, the mortality rate is at an all-time high, man. Because we're in the what? Shadow of death, man. Continue on. This is the book of Job 10-22. A land of darkness as darkness itself, and the shadow of death without any order. This place is totally out of order. And one of the examples of that is what? You see women in rulership. I mean, I'm gonna say you see women in places of authority. One prime example is your vice president, man. That's why a lot of countries don't have too much respect, to say the least, of the United States, man. That's a precept. A woman should not have user over user over authority of a man, man. I'm gonna get that precept back. That means that a woman should not have any type of authority over a man. That's totally out of order, man. The what? The protection and the condolence of homosexuality, man. That's totally out of order. That's the name of few. Read that again. This is the book of Job 10-22. A land of darkness as darkness itself, and of shadow, and of the shadow of death without any order, and where the light is as darkness. That meaning what? There are universities, institutions, their schools is as darkness, man. Even the light. You think that you got these jakes going to these universities, they're thinking they're getting enlightenment because I attend, one of these prestige, as they call it, universities, man. But they'll teach you darkness, man. And a couple of examples of that is what? The Big Bang Theory. They said it's all of a sudden a big bang in outer space occurred, and it led to what you see nowadays, man. The evolution of men, that men evolved from apes. That's darkness, man. And they're teaching this in their universities, man. Well, what what did Genesis say, man? What did Yahweh Shem Yahweh was the creator of all things? Men, man, woman, the universe, man. Earth, everything that you see was created by a higher power that you ignorantly call God. But they teach you that what? It was a Big Bang Theory. That's darkness, man. That's their light. Even the light is as darkness, man. You're going into the institution and try to get some type of enlightenment. And that's the few thing. So this is that land of darkness, man. That shadow of death, man, that we're living in. Babylon the Great, aka America, man. book of 1 Timothy, chapter 2 and 12. But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence. So that's the woman's place, man. Usurp over authority, so like it. Usurp authority over a man. That means a woman should not have any place of authority over a man. That's totally out of order, man. And that's fully here on display here in Babylon the Great with this, equality thing, man. But don't take this out of context. As a man, you should honor your wife, man. We don't talk about abusing, or we don't talk about degrading, or all this wickedness that may come to your mind about women when you heard this precept. But there's orders to things, man. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua set up an order. It's the Most High Son, the man, then the woman, man. Even Sarah called Abraham Lord, man. So that's who you're supposed to be. The husband is the wife's Lord, man. That's how Yahweh Hashem Yahushua set it up, man. That's complete order, man. Like, see what time it is. And we're in 2 hours. What? Yeah. A man should honor thy wife, man. Look at that. So right now, you see right now, you see a lot of people still in the spirit of mirth festive spirit. But this is what Yahweh Hashem Yahushua says is going to happen, man. It's the book of Ecclesiastes 12 and 4. And the door shall be shut in the streets when the sounds of the grinding is low. That means these jobs. It's like you have these, like I mentioned in the beginning of my presentation, these insiders, these economists said next year they looking forward to a recession, man. That's that grinding brought low, man. It's like it happened in 2008, man. The economic there's going to be a large economic crash, man. And he shall raise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. So you got all these people riding around playing their music, or they're in the spirit of mirth. But what? The daughter of music is going to be brought low, man. All this feel of mirth, all this celebration time, all that stuff gonna be brought low, man. So they right now they don't see it, but they're gonna feel it when they stomach touch it, man. You know, you got these jakes around here trying to ride around here stunting. You know what I'm saying? They you know, they ain't gonna be stunting. They ain't gonna be stunting like it when they ribs touch it, man. See, right now they can do it, but in the near future, you're gonna see that a prophet's been among you, man. They walking around with this proud look. That pride is gonna cease, man. Yahweh Shimei Awashad know how to humble these jokers, man. I know a lot of people around here, especially in Babylon the Great, they're gonna be humble, man. Because that famine is gonna really humble a lot of them, man. When they ain't gonna have no means like of feeding themselves nor their kids, man. A lot of them probably gonna be put out in the street. Then eventually gonna be put up in one of these FEMA camps, man. And we're gonna be faced if they ain't already took it, the MOB, man. So Yahweh Shimei Shai had means of humbling a lot of these proud folks, man. You can see the expression on their face, man. Their attitude. Repeat that again. This is the book of Ecclesiastes 12:4. And the door shall be shut in the street when the sound of grinding is low, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. So this spirit of mirth, they ride around playing music. They're this festive mirth celebration. All this stuff gonna be brought low, man. See, they're in the spirit of thinking that they're gonna bounce back, man. Like I said, they cleave to their false prophets, man, saying that there's not gonna be famine nor sword in this land, man. But by famine and sword shall those prophets be consumed. Not only those prophets, but the ones that cleave on to those prophets, the ones that believe into that lie, man. Thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Shimei Awashad, man. You got a lot of these jakes. The reason why you see their face out here is because they're cleaving on to they current oppressor. They former slave master, man. Esau Edom. You know what I mean? They trying to get in good with them. You know what I'm saying? We care less about men and their ideas, man. We don't trust in men or trust in man, especially not Esau Edom. According to Ecclesiastes or Ecclesiasticus, Ecclesiasticus 12:15, never trust our enemy. We already know we have an enemy, man. We already know the devil is our enemy, man. And that's no other than Esau Edom, self-proclaimed white man. He's the devil, he's the wicked, he's Satan that the Bible speaks on. Because plantation Christianity have a lot of these jakes out here misconstrued on what the devil actually means. Misconstrued on what Satan actually means, man. Satan is what? Shaitan. That means adversary, man. But they have you believe Satan is some underworld being, even though we know there's a spiritual being, Satan. But they have you believe that Satan or the devil is some being in the abyss. And you know that comes from that Greek mythology, Hades, that's waiting on you if you're not in the good graces of the Most High to torment you forever and ever, man. That's a false narrative, a lie that plantation Christianity taught a lot of these jakes out here, man. That's far from the truth. When you die, everybody's spirit goes back to the Most High, man. So we know we have a more sure word of prophecy, man. Started with the elders and the apostles, man. They've been prophesied for what? 30 some years, man. Over 30 years, man. 30 plus years, man. Read that again. This is the book of Jeremiah 14 and 15. Therefore, thus saith the Lord concerning the prophets that prophesy in my name, and I sent them not. Yet they say, sword and famine shall not be in this land. By sword and famine shall those prophets be consumed. And the people to whom they prophesy shall be cast out in the streets of Jerusalem because of the famine and the sword. And they shall have none to bury them, their wives, nor their sons, nor their daughters, for I will pour their wickedness upon them. So that's what Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is going to do, man, to these people here in Babylon the Great, aka America, man. He's going to pour their what? Wickedness upon them. All their wickedness that they've been doing, man, not repenting. And Jerusalem means what? Israel, man. It's going to start with the house of Israel, man. The so-called blacks, Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man, that make up the bulk here in Babylon the Great, aka America, man. It's going to start with you, man. That's Jerusalem. You're going to be cast out of your homes and in the streets, man, because of what? These unrighteous decrees that's going to be passed. You already seen some of them when this pandemic came into effect. And afterwards, what? They said that they couldn't evict no one until a certain amount of time. And then they brought out aid. And even when these people did get some of the aid, some of them did, when they did get some of the aid, some of them was still forced to be put out the street, man. Even before the aid kicked in, a lot of them were forced and was kicked out of the street, man. So that stuff's gonna happen, man. It's gonna happen. That's just a taste of it, man. Esau Edom gave you a taste of what's to come, man. He's gonna come full-fledged, man. That's that devil coming down with great wrath, knowing that he had but a short time, man. So I'm gonna end it off there. Before I do, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Kaddash. This is your Akim Adrilla Zil. Lord willing, I'll be back with another Feed the Flock session. Also want to give double honors and a salute to the men I learned this truth from. Until next time, Shalom, Barakatham, and a Ball. Shalom.